Good morning and welcome to Farm Factor on Ag AM in Kansas. My name is Conrad Kabus and today we're talking about big data. Big data is a blanket term for any collection of data sets so large and complex that it becomes difficult to process using on-hand data management tools or traditional data processing applications. The way we've seen big data integrated into agriculture is through producers participating in large data agencies, companies like John Deere and Monsanto and other influences. Producers provide them with information about their farm, and then the companies get back to them with data to benchmark with other farms. This is a concept sweeping across the Midwest, and especially in the state of Kansas. And on today's show, we talk with several people involved in big data at a conference in Kansas City. The MC at the event was Mary Kay Thatcher, who expressed her background with data collection.
I would say that I think that there has already been some real progress made, and I'll give you an example on either side because I think I know for me that when I went into this debate, and probably at least for the first 6 months of the debate, and you would ask a company, I know we asked every one of those companies we met with, who owns the data, and the answer came back, the farmer owns the data.
And if the farmer owns the data, that raises even more questions.
You own the data if you own the data. And that made sense to me. And, you know, we went on to talk about the idea of, is it the tenant that owns the data or is it the landlord? And what if I cost share it? And if I'm a co-op and I'm spraying it, does the co-op own the data or does the farmer own the data? And if I say the tenant owns the data, but the landowner later gets held liable for some kind of environmental compliance, how's the landlord going to know if they're complying or not? So a whole host of things which really did come back to you own the data if you own the data. And I think for us, one of the first things we have to educate our farmers about is you better go make sure you got the right contract with your landlord or with your co-op or with the company that owns the precision hardware to know who owns the data before you ever start.
It's important for farmers to be cautious when participating in big data collection, but that shouldn't warn them off. Big data has helped thousands of farmers across the U.S. already, and is picking up steam in our neck of the woods. And it's not just data, it's technology too. Listen to John Raines, Vice President of Agronomic Services for the Climate Corporation, as he talks about the sudden increase of technology in our society.
Well, I think a couple of things are happening. If you look at the world around us today, there are more mobile devices than there are people today. The cost of storing data has gone down dramatically. In the early 80s, the cost of storing a gigabyte of data was about $200,000. Today, the cost of storing a gigabyte of data is less than a nickel.
With that drastic change of technology, farmers can anticipate their local co-ops, dealerships, and other ag services to beef up technology and data usage. Thanks in large part to a concept known as precision agriculture, Monsanto and John Deere are among the companies scrambling to help farmers do more with their exploding volumes of data. For example, Monsanto's Climate Corporation offers support tools known as the Climate Pro, designed to help farmers increase yields, decrease costs, and save time. Stay tuned to Farm Factor today as we explore more of big data with programs on UAS systems, benchmarking, and John Deere services. And after the break, we learn more about how technology can help you as a farmer and your operation. Stay tuned.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.